Welcome back to the Barrel Zone. Happy Monday. We had a nice little weekend with the Clippers wrapping up the series, cashing the bets, also cashed both MLB bets from last night. We only have 5 games today, three MLB and two NBA, so this will be a quick one. We will go through all the games as always. First game on the board, Miami, Boston. Boston with Pivetta, Miami with Pablo Lopez. Boston laying minus 139 on Pinnacle. This one opened up at minus 157, so we saw like a 20-cent move towards the Marlins, and I completely agree with that. The Red Sox are due for so much regression, and now the fact that JD is questionable at best for this game, I think he won't be playing. But yeah, Miami opened up at plus 144. That would have been a bet for me easily. So Pivetta going forward, the Red Sox, he has been kind of all right. In the last outing, he went 6 innings against the Astros. He had 9 Ks, only gave up 2 earned runs. One red flag in the profile is the walk rate. He is walking almost 12% of opposing batters faced. He also has a 6% home run to fly ball ratio. That's not something that I would say is sustainable. But he has average swing and miss stuff, 28% hard hit rate, pretty nice overall underlying numbers, and he has been fine at home, 289 WOBA allowed. So yeah, he's certainly okay, and this Marlins team is not a scary one to face. They hold a 294 XT max WOBA, 86 WRC plus against righties, 26% K rate, only a 126 ISO. So I think Pivetta will be fine. Pablo, on the other end, he had problem going deep into games. He only went 4 innings against Toronto in the last outing, had 9 Ks, but gave up 2 earned in just 4 innings. The strikeouts are there; they're always there. But Toronto knows how to make contact, so it's really not an easy out. But I don't think the Red Sox are an easy out either. Although JD out could definitely help, and it's a team that's due for some regression. I have been talking a lot about the Red Sox recently. They just face a super easy competition, and their numbers are kind of boosted by that fact that they faced like the Orioles 10 times and a lot of other bad teams. So yeah, I'm not high on the Red Sox, but I think the line is right. I make it minus 130. So yeah, I still think the line could move a bit towards Miami, although the price on the Marlins right now is just not worth really betting. But I would definitely lean towards Miami here. They are also due for some positive regression. I like fading the Red Sox, and I think Pablo is the slightly better pitcher than Pivetta, although this is on the road and he has been not so amazing on the road. At home, he has great underlying numbers, but on the road, he has a 374 WOBA against. So yeah, we will see line value gone, but I agree with the move towards the Marlins here. KC at the LA Angels, we have a debut from the Royals number 4 prospect, Kovar. Is Jackson Kovar. I didn't know the guy up until today, but looked up his minor league stuff, and it's kind of impressive. He has a sub 2 FIP in AAA this year. Last year we didn't have minors, of course, but in 2019 he had a 3.6 FIP through a full season, and he's only 24. So in 2019 he was like 22 years old. So yeah, this guy could be actually good. We will see. I don't think this is a super scary debut. You know that I'm low on the Angels. They don't have Trout. Rendon is kind of slumping. Otani is awesome, but the rest of the lineup is really just scrubs. So I could see Kovar actually pitching an okay game here. And Dylan Bundy, I just don't know what to do with this guy. He had home run issues for years. If you remember back in like 2019, he was a running joke at some spots in the season. He's running now a 20% home run to fly ball ratio, and the underlying metrics all suggest positive regression. His Sierra is 2.5 runs lower than his ERA. So, yeah, but I'm not sure that the home run to fly ball ratio will come back that much. We will see. 60% left on base rate, though, should certainly come back. And his underlying numbers overall are decent. 11% swinging strike rate, 6.8% walk rate, just gives up 27% hard hit rate. Line drives below 20%. Against both sides of the plate, and his velocity is still up like 1.5 ticks from last season. He hasn't been great at home. 379 Voba, average is just 5 innings. I'm really not running to the window to lay minus 130, not just with Bundy, but with the Angels in general. Casey, on the other end, they were a fade team for sure. I think where they are at now is kind of realistic. Around league average, slightly below league average. But I think the offense overall, when healthy, is kind of potent. Although Mondesi is out of the lineup now, but overall, I think the Royals are fine. Obviously, Kovar is a big question mark making his first start. Line is moving towards KC. We will see where it ends up. There wasn't any serious line move like we had with the Red Sox, but sharp money definitely not backing Bundy early on. Minus 120 would be my entry point to back the Angels. I like to fade guys making their first starts. I think Bundy is, although I'm not super high on him, I think he's due for some positive regression if he pitches well here. I think Manny will be back on the Bundy train. But he's definitely an established MLB pitcher. Why we don't really know too much about Kovar besides the pretty decent minor league numbers. Cubs at the Padres, Alzolay at Weathers. Really a difficult game to cap. On one end, I'm really low on Weathers. He has a problem pitching deep into games. Went 88 pitches, 5 frames in the last outing. This was, I think, his longest outing yet. But the longer he pitches, I think the problems are more likely to come up around him. He has a 2 ERA, but a 4.5 Sierra, 2.5 runs of difference. Running with an 81% contact rate, 8% swinging strike rate. You know that I hate these guys. Like anyone above an 80% contact rate and around an 8% swinging strike rate, that's not going to cut it for me. 38% hard hit rate. So yeah, I want to fade Weathers. On the other end, I want to back Alzolay with the Cubs. He's coming off another outing where he had 7 Ks with just 1 earned in 5 innings. Overall, his numbers through the season, I think Alzolay has been very impressive. 3.3 Sierra, 12% swinging strike rate, 27% K rate, only 5% walk rate, hard contact under 30%. He has a 2.9 FIP or better, and a 300 WOBA or better against both sides, and he has a 260 WOBA on the road so far. From a pitching perspective, I think the Cubs will take this easily. But the Cubs are one of the biggest regression material going forward offensively. They have a plus 29 run differential, but their base runs differential is minus 5. That's an insane difference. They have been getting crazy lucky at home, beating all these top teams. They are still 12 and 16 on the road. Obviously, negative run differential. They have an 80% left on base rate as a team. The pitching staff and rotation is having the 4th biggest gap between ERA and FIP. So the rotation is due for some huge regression. Offensively, they have been getting extremely lucky, and they're still sucking on the road. So, yeah, on the other end, we have the Padres, who are still in the top 5 of hard hit balls, and this team is due for some positive regression. They have a strong bullpen. So, yeah, I make it minus 122, basically exactly between the Chris and Pinnacle lines. No value, in my opinion, here. But I would probably go with the Padres still, no matter how much I like Alzolay and how much I don't like Weathers. I mean, even if the Cubs like put up a few runs, the bullpen should be able to back Azalea up, and I just really want to fade the Cubs. This is not the spot, not the price, but overall, they would definitely be my lean here. So yeah, not too much on the MLB slate, but I would lean Miami, I would lean Angels, and I would lean Padres. But the only realistic bet that I see now is the Angels. If this gets down to -120, we will see if it does or not. But that would definitely be a look for me. All right, let's talk some NBA. Two games on the board. Milwaukee rematching Brooklyn, and Denver game one in Phoenix. So yeah, first game for the Milwaukee Brooklyn game closed. Brooklyn -3.5. We have a 1.5 now, basically a 2-point correction with the Harden not playing. The team said that it's hamstring tightness, not a strain. We will see what comes out of it, but this is the hamstring he injured earlier this year. Then he re-aggravated the injury, missed like I don't know 10+ games. So yeah, we will see. We will see. I don't think Brooklyn will force him to play, especially if they are winning and they have won game one. So I don't think we will see Harden for at least a few more games. He might be available later in the series, but I think we just have to handle him as out. So yeah, Milwaukee first game. Offensively, it was really bad. They had a 17% 3-point shooting percentage. I don't think that's repeatable. That to me is too big of an outlier to not fade, and I think Milwaukee will have a way better shooting game here. Rebounding was pretty good for the Bucks. 29% offensive rebounding against 15%. That's an insane gap. But Brooklyn won. Brooklyn had the higher effective field goal percentage and the better turnover rate as well. Both are a bit funny, as through the season Milwaukee had the way better stats, both in turnover rate and when it comes to effective shooting. So yeah, Holiday and Middleton. I didn't write this up, but I just checked the box score not too long ago. I think they made a combined 1-3. One of them it was 0 for 5, and one made 1 of 7 or something like that. So I mean, Giannis was fine, but I mean, if Holiday and Middleton makes 1-3 combined, I don't think you have a realistic shot at winning the game. What I like that the Bucks have been putting up 38% of all their shots from the paint, and that's I think where you can hurt Brooklyn big time. And I also expect some regression from the Nets. I think everyone was like playing really well, like Claxton and Brown and Blake Griffin. I mean, it's nice, but I mean, those guys have had okay games, but I don't think either of the three is consistent enough to expect a similarly good showing. So on one end, I'm expecting regression from these guys. I expect positive regression from the Bucks just naturally. But I think there are some adjustments they can make. I think Brook Lopez didn't get enough shots up. He had 1 3-point attempt. I mean, that's just wasting his talent and size. So yeah, I'm going with the Bucks. I haven't bet it. We will see where this line goes. I think you don't want to have to. I mean, you don't need to deal with the spread. Just bet them on the money line. I think you can grab some nice plus money. We will check. Yeah, plus 107 is the best I can see right now on the board. Yeah, I think that's kind of realistic, but I would probably lean towards the Bucks here. I think the defense was still pretty decent. Giannis had a great game, and I just think either Holiday or Middleton will have a better game. And if Lopez is getting more looks and they are putting up threes more efficiently, I think this will be a game the Bucks can take. I'm definitely still taking Brooklyn for the series, but I think Harden long term out could really hurt them, and everything, especially from the bench, has been really going their way. Game one, and it was still, I mean, kind of close in the end, despite, I mean, the no shows from the supporting cast of the Bucks. All right, Nuggets going to Phoenix. Who guards Jokic? That's what I hear from everyone. I think Idon is really overlooked here. The guy, I mean, he has been playing really high minutes compared to his regular season minutes, and he has been performing well. If you look at any underlying number, when it comes to like efficiency or win shares or whatever, I mean, he's in the top like 15 out of all players in the playoffs so far, with high minutes that he is not used to. And yes, AD was not 100% healthy, but I think unless Aiton has to sit out a lot of time due to foul trouble, which happened and which will likely happen in at least a game or two, I think he will be fine. I've just talked to Josh from Pun School about this. Like, this team is really good at defending at any position, and really the only weakness is the backup bigs, and you don't really want to send any of those guys out against Jokic. But I think I mean Phoenix knows this. They are a smart team, and they understand that it's basically the only thing they have to look for. As I think at any other position besides the bigs, they have a huge edge. And I'm expecting regression from Monte Morris first and foremost. He has been great in the first round, but I don't think he will average 15 points and 6 assists and 3 rebounds in this series. I mean, they were facing Portland, one of the worst defenses in the league, and the team without any kind of bench. And they barely won. And yeah, Morris looked awesome, but I mean, this Phoenix bench unit, they can defend, and I think Morris's regression likely on its own would be enough for the Suns to take it. I mean, the Nuggets don't really have. I mean, they have like old Millsap and like Green, but who is going to score there? Or who is going to defend? I mean, they are not slowing down like Booker. I think CP will be like healthy enough to look okay. He has been, I think, increasingly looking better and better in the last series. I mean, Booker averaging almost 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. I mean, come on, the guy. Gary Harris is a guy I think will be really missed. I'm always bringing up these old Denver guys that they traded like last year or through the season. But I mean, him being able to guard these guards would help a lot. I think Phoenix takes this one pretty easily. I would say like this series like 4-1, maybe Denver wins two, but I don't see Denver winning more than 2 games. Early money has been all Phoenix. Like Penny was opening this up pretty late. All the books already moved around 4ish, and Penny opened up a 4, and it was instantly 4.5, and it's going to 5. I mean, minus 4.5, minus 112, that's going to 5. I don't think anything is stopping it. Suns are just a way better, way deeper team. I just don't see Denver winning this. I always said that the winner of the Nuggets Blazers matchup doesn't really matter. I mean, that's still, I think that's a second round exit that you have to tip your cap. I mean, Jokic has been playing amazing, and this team is nothing without him. And this is basically a bit similar to the Mavs situation. Like Luka has been playing otherworldly at some spots, and Jokic has been doing the same. But they just don't have the supporting cast now. I think the Nuggets will be fixed when Murray comes back, and they need some little off-season moves. Nothing crazy. This will be a contending team for years, but I think Phoenix is just way better at this point. So yeah, I'm liking Phoenix for the series. I'm fine with laying the 4.5 if you want to. Maybe game one will be a bit closer, but I think the Suns will eventually figure this one out and take it. All right, thanks for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow at the same time. If you want to tear my plays, you can go to patreon.com/thebarrelzone and join the Discord channel. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck with your wagers, and I will be back tomorrow at the same time. Peace out.